So, guys, right now we are in between seasons of Fresh Lines. We just wrapped one and we're just about to start another. We wanted to bring you in and kind of give you a tour of my small little space that I shape everything in. Let you see where things are, what they're used for, whatever else. So let's have a little 20-foot walk around. We're gonna bring in one of my best buddies and the producer director of our show, JJ.
So this episode, folks, is about us, the people who produce the show. We're gonna give you an inside tour. Enjoy. Matty, where is your favorite wave in the world?
Can't tell you, but I will say that it is between here and the V-Land on the North Shore. There's about it's about 6 miles. It's a 6 mile range of area.
Where is your favorite place in the world?
Favorite place? Oh, I think Nova Scotia, probably. Eastern Canada. It's probably one of the most surf-rich coastlines in the world. It's beautiful. There's buried treasure there. Oak Island, whoever watched it, plug it.
What's your favorite thing to do in the world?
Oh man, I really like just going and sitting in a movie theater, but not in the old ones, the ones with the seats that go back, and you just kind of like put on warm clothes and a sweatshirt and a hoodie and all that. And my kids are getting old enough and cool enough now to where they let me do it with them. So we watch shitty movies, but I don't really care because I just want to sit in the chair and I usually fall asleep. It's lovely.
What's your biggest phobia, or what are you like the most scared of?
I have an irrational fear of heights, for sure.
We gotta get you on the VR. There's a game for that.
Yeah,
Perfect.
No,
I'd love
not
to watch
doing
you
it.
do that.
Not doing it. Favorite surfer?
Shane Dorian.
It's my favorite surfer too.
Shane Dorian. Smoothest, best all around. Has these cool things he does with his hands where it's kind of dinosaur hands, but it's just full control. Shane Dorian. And Shane Dorian made it awesome to be bald, brown, and beautiful.
Ooh.
Shane Dorian.
Bad hair days ever happen?
Let me think. No. Funny enough though, and I'm gonna have to get my license out of the car. Oh, it's in here. Camera, this is what my hair used to look like. No, that's not Nathan Fletcher. That is actually me.
Wow.
I had a fro for a long time. I guess God had different plans for me. No longer there, but no, now I don't really have bad hair days anymore.
Okay.
Best what?
Best poke spot.
Ooh. Just regionally, where we're filmed, I'm gonna have to just say Superette. I think there's just something special about going to Superette because you kind of walk in like, sick, I'm gonna get salmonella, and you're totally not. 'Cause it's the best poke in the world, the sweetest aunties ever, and they have Foster chode cans, so perfect.
Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat an animal cracker?
I think so. I think it's wrong not to eat meat sometimes, but hey.
Yeah, I mean, that's against the principle.
Yeah.
It's symbolic.
Man, you might as well eat meat if you're eating an animal cracker because you're looking at the face of an animal. When I'm eating a chicken sandwich, I'm not looking at that chicken's face. You're looking at an animal cracker, you're talking serial killer Hannibal Lecter steez there. So Thomas is our filmer and our editor and our visual wizard of the show. You guys don't get to see him much because he's behind the camera making magic and bringing wonderful delights to your eyeballs via YouTube. But today is a little bit different. Today, we thought we would interview the man behind the wizardry. Tom Williams, state your full name.
Tom Williams.
You don't have a middle name?
Hey, I need to direct a little bit here since this is my role now.
Yeah.
Tom, take 2 steps closer. 1 step closer. One step closer. Right there. Hey, a little
okay,
closer.
right
We know no bounds.
A little closer though, but whatever. Right there's good.
Tom, where did you grow up?
Foam dust. I grew up in Ka'ava, Hawaii.
Tom, a lot of people get their inspiration from music. When you're in the studio or filming or trying to just get jivey, what's your go-to for music?
Yeah, sad indie stuff. You know, beach house.
Things that are dark like your heart.
Yeah.
Last time I checked,
You can't be too happy when you're getting work done, you know? It's a nice balance.
this may be the most eligible bachelor on the greater North Shore area. Ladies, for info, DM below. We're here in your shaping bay. Where are we?
We're in Kahuku, Hawaii.
Where's Kahuku?
Kahuku is kind of like if the island of Oahu comes this way. I'm trying to think of how the viewer is going to see this. I guess we're on this side, but we're actually on this side, right, Tom?
It's the northeast tip.
Northeast tip. So we're basically like 8 minutes from VLAN, really close to Turtle Bay, but we're just on the windward side of the island. So, you know, we're away from the chaos.
So, Matty, is this where you got started shaping, or where did you get started shaping?
I started shaping in, well, geez. I think I started shaping in my mom's garage. But it was basically in, like, out of Santa Cruz, California. I would get hand-me-down surfboards, usually from Peter Mel, shaped by John Carper. And Peter Mel shortboards, I think, were like 6.5s back then. I would chop like 8 inches off the nose and then like 4 inches off the tail, try to reshape something, peel the glass off, all the stuff, so I could try to compete on them. And that's essentially where. And then I came out here for college in maybe 2004 or 5, somewhere, I don't know, a while ago. And yeah, just didn't intend for this to be like what I do for work at all. It just
slid into it.
Oh, it was crazy. I didn't even want to do this. Like,
so college brought you out here, but like, when did you start your business? Like, when did Raynor Surfboards come to Gist?
yeah, it was weird. It was all Lindsay, really. I had just gotten married maybe like a year before or something, and I was in school and I was cleaning carpets on Saturdays here in Hawaii, and going around the island, and I think I was making $120 a day, but just one day a week, because that's all I could do. All I could pull off.
Eating a lot of spam musubi?
Yeah, well, that's like without lunch. I was making $120 a weekend or whatever it was. But then Lindsay, like, I started making boards for myself again. I wish I had always done, but it's like somewhere around the 2007, 2008 zone. Remember, like, the gas prices went crazy, and I was getting really good boards from, I was working a bit with Lost, like Mayhem, and then another company called Soul Life Surfboards out of Santa Cruz / Australia. But shipping went up so much to where it was almost like I was paying, even at wholesale, I was paying like so much just to get the boards out here. So we started, building some boards on our own, and first time in a long time we started putting logos on boards. And as a college student, I just wanted to ride them myself. I was just trying to like come up with a hack to get boards under my feet, and I knew how to shape. I've been doing it since I was a kid, so it's like wasn't a big deal. But I put logos on it. The logo kind of like took off a little bit, and friends started asking, friends, and all that stuff. And Lindsay actually put up a Craigslist ad, and she's like, "If you can just make one board a week, you don't have to clean carpets anymore." And I was like, "Well, I don't believe you, but try it." And she did, and I think that first week we got like eight or 10 orders or something crazy like that.
Now, you mentioned somebody very important here, the wind beneath his wings, so to speak. Lindsay, your wife.
Jeez. Yeah.
You are a family man. In fact, for those that don't know at home, Matty has a small army upstairs at a village here in Kahuku.
Small army of 3 humans.
Yeah, well, run us through being a family man a little bit. Introduce us to your family.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Who do you have upstairs?
upstairs right now, like right above us.
Matty lives upstairs of the Shaping Bay.
It's really cool. The whole idea with this whole thing was just I didn't want to drive to work anymore. Then I never wanted to spend time commuting, never. So we built this house about 3 years ago, and the whole downstairs was just entirely for this, so I didn't have to drive anywhere again. The office is out back, it's a separate building. But yeah, so Lindsay is upstairs. Lindsay's my better half and stuff. Like obviously she, way better, dude, way better. But she's up there, and then we have a 12-year-old named Parker, an 8-year-old named Isla. She's a firecracker. She's rad too. And then we have Rex. Rex is our newest addition. He's almost 2. He's a full COVID baby. Just a big brute of a human, but super fun and super cute most of the time.
And there's no labor laws on this side of the island, so they're actually all assistants to the production team here, including Rex, the 1.5-year-old.
Yeah, you should see the floor sometimes, just so you can see, like, you know, the footprints of who's been in here doing what. It's pretty wild. Parker will paint stuff. Isla will do anything I ask her to do. Rex comes in and just does like what's that called? Like snow angels in the ground.
Just with foam?
Just with the foam dust. But yeah, it's a family thing. Lindsay will paint boards also. It's just like everybody does everything.
Let's go on a little tour of this ginormous studio set that we have, and kind of run you guys through what Matty does, how a surfboard's actually made, even though you've seen it in our shows. But yeah, we'll go through the processes of how these beautiful crafts are designed.
All right, so I think probably the easiest way to kind of explain the process is to see kind of like the end results, kind of like what we're looking for.
Yep.
Something just like this. This is what we're hoping for. It kind of always starts with something like this. This is a blank, and they're basically just pre-molded polyurethane foam for the most part. It's pretty raw, it's pretty rough. It's what you see on the show when you watch it. We always start with something like this, and then JJ, if you can pick out any of those templates behind you.
Yes, sir. Let's go with this one.
Okay, so this guy I think was one that we just made with Betty Lou Superior Johnson. I think it was like a 5.0 or something, but all that we're basically doing is we're putting a template on, we're tracing it out, we're cutting it out, and then we start getting on that machine right there behind you, JJ. Hand that planer. This is kind of like, hit it.
Oh,
no, you got it. You've never even done it yet. You got
wow, that is rewarding.
Does that feel good or what?
This is actually, we haven't talked about it, but this is actually how I cut my hair in the morning. Here you go.
No, so basically we trace everything out, we cut the outline out, we use the planer to kind of like take a bunch of foam off, and then we'll, can you put this back?
Yes, sir.
And then can you also stick this thing back too?
So Matty, how long, obviously not when you have a guest in here, but how long does it normally take you to hand shape a board?
Depending on the board, the thing is nowadays we have such good templates, like such good blanks, that it doesn't actually take too long if you pick the right blank for what you're doing. For like a fish, like a retro twin fin or something like that, it probably takes a little less than 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours, something like that.
So Matty, outside of surfing, outside of shaping, word on the street is you're also really into Muay Thai and different martial arts and stuff. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that and like what that means to you?
Yeah, it's been kind of a low down thing for a long time. I think I've been fighting people since I was very young in one form or another. The Muay Thai thing, I think for me, has just become the most pure expression. It's a way to fight people consensually, which I prefer. I think
to end with a smile on your face.
Yeah, I mean, you high five, you give hugs. It's just, I don't know. I've been really into that for a while. I really enjoy fighting. I really enjoy training. I really enjoy the process of getting ready for a fight, and then just fighting, honestly. I think it's a really healthy thing for me and how I grew up and all that stuff. So it is something that I do. It's a big part of life. But then it's weird because it's been like maybe like a month of not training, and I feel like I don't know anything about Muay Thai right now. It's like, it's the weirdest sport that way. It's like if you're not actively doing it and working at it, it feels like you don't know what's going on.
And you feel like there's like a transition into the discipline of like shaping, discipline of surfing, discipline of just being human,
for sure.
with all of that?
I think that especially after you train and you actually have a fight, there's this weird kind of zen where you can focus so hard, hyper focus on surfboards and family and everything else, because it's like, for me personally, it's like most of my demons have to do with physical altercations that have happened in my life, and
so you can kind of work them through.
Right. So it's almost just like putting that all into one thing where you have a you fight somebody and there is an end there, and then it's just like
there's an end.
Yeah, then it's like 6 months of bliss and just pure, like the creative side of you comes out. I'm the best dad ever after a fight. I don't know. It's just it's a weird thing, but surfboards come out better. I started thinking about things other than fighting and other than preparing, and it's
You guys didn't think we're gonna get this deep, did you?
it didn't get that
Also,
deep.
fun fact, order boards before Matty has a fight. He just said he's going to give you his all. He's going to be that much more hyper-focused.
I might have one more, and I won't tell you when, but if I do, then order boards this summer, guys.
There you go. So Matty,
Yeah.
we're filming a show together.
Yeah, we are.
Who would be your dream guest to have on Fresh Lines?
Gosh.
Whoever's listening on the interweb, listen up close, because that means we will give you a free surfboard. I can tell you mine. Mine is, actually I got two. Jason Momoa, Jack Johnson. If you're out there listening, just DM us, call us, send us a pigeon telegram. We would love to have you on the show. Those are mine. Jason Momoa, Jack Johnson.
It's hard because a lot of the guests that people I really, really, really want to talk to might not be ready for that to have a hard conversation, or even an easy conversation. Like, I would love to talk to Tom Williams. Honestly, like, I know that's so
That
silly.
guy?
The guy holding our camera right now,
Oh,
because I think
perfect.
there's so much shit that people don't know about that dude that would blow their minds. I mean, there's a lot of people like that, but
I don't know if I'm ready to talk to Tom Williams.
Me either.
Guy seems like a
especially
grade A psychopath.
yeah, especially on camera.
But yeah,
Kinda douchey.
Is there anybody like that? Like, I mean, you can pull from whatever.
I
Favorite
would.
musician, favorite actor, favorite whatever that you'd like to have on the show.
Geez, I would love to spend more time with Shane Dorian. I would love to do another one with Shane where we had more time.
2 of 2.
Just because
Shane
I
Dorian.
don't think that anything you could talk to him about, 20 minutes is just not enough. It just isn't. There's just too much in his head and too many questions for me to ask him and things to talk to him about. I would also really, really love to get Max in here, Max Holloway. He's just a hero of mine on so many levels.
Max
but
Holloway, if you're on island,
the
interested
daddest
in
man
a
on the
free board
planet.
and want to get interviewed,
the second daddest man on the
Call
planet
us.
because of this guy.
perfect. Oh yeah, I'm a dad too. So,
Third. Second, maybe second, you could be third. I'll be the first.
all right, perfect. All right, cool. So you guys heard it. Jack, Jason, Max, anybody else that wants to be on the show, feel free to DM us.
Jason would be fun.
Jason would be awesome.
I think Jason would be
Plus,
super
also,
fun.
if I had a wig, was
Yeah.
4 inches taller, bulked up a little bit, I think I
Or
could
just
be Jason
button
Momoa.
that top button up and you would never know that you didn't even have the muscles.
That's true. I like
pull it off.
I like to think that I could be a stunt double for Jason.
Yeah, you can pull it off.
Probably not, but anyways. Well, thank you guys. We what?
Sorry. No, I had one more, but that's all.
You got another one? Tell them.
Can I?
Yeah, tell them.
Glennon Doyle, Abby Wambach, if you guys are out there, hit us up. Hero.
OJ
Hero
Simpson,
status.
if you're out there, call us.
Jeez.
Don't put that in.
No, Glennon Doyle. for
Let's
real.
Guys, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. We want to thank you so much for subscribing, for following us, anything that you've done on the interweb. We hope you've enjoyed the show thus far. We're extremely excited about the next 2 seasons that we have coming up, don't you think?
Yeah.
This last one's a doozy.
They're fun.
Pretty much, there's a weird thing too. If you're on the show, you do really good in contests. It's weird.
Isn't that strange?
Very strange. Anywho, tune in. We got season 2 and season 3 about to drop. Like, subscribe, follow, do whatever. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really, really appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you.
Cheers.